Okay, loading, recording, going. Let's do this. How about far south towards green? Yeah, we could go south. It really depends. Do you want me to risk losing another game because of bad maneuvering? Or would you rather I just settle in the center where I'm supposed to be, quote unquote? It is, like, now that I'm really thinking about it, it is really unfortunate you can't swap places with the AI. Like, you always start in exactly the same location. It does kind of limit what you can do a bit. Because if we go south, we're just going to be butting heads straight away with the nations in the south. Straight into battle. Clearly what we need to do. Ooh, we didn't kill him. There we go. Food. Glorious food. So I think I'm going to send you up here. Oh, another one. I think what I'm going to do is move over to here, because that's definitely going to be another population, which we can then move out, and then which can attack you. You only got 2 food for that? That was a bit disappointing. Hooray, we found Roy armor. Cool. Oh, that's a big guy. Let's go this way and burn down the sanctuary. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Try to grow the population as we go. Get some science! And another sanctuary. Let's go down here. Oh wait, there were 2 of you. Shoot, I could have split you up already. That's another gear that we can fight against. Especially as there's a nice little hill here that we can use as a defensive position. Hello, Poppet. And there we go. Theoretically, we can advance now if we wanted to. And we are probably really far ahead of everyone else. I mean, this is turn 6. I think I can still afford to wait a bit longer, because I want to get the legacy bonus if I can. That's more science over there, and I do approve of science. Could try and go for the mammoth. I don't know if there's a benefit for mammoth hunting. Oh, especially not with 4 of you. Hold on. Let's drop one of you out. Oh, there's science there. Damn. That's okay. We can get it. Huzzah! Tilt Rumpet, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Nickvik, Zalib, Aruxambard, Huzzah! Arnubar Duel, Sea Knight, and Sassy Sparrow. Sansi Barrow, thank you. Congratulations on the gifted subs. Courtesy of Tilt Rumpet. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Huzzah! Enjoying your VOD content, please keep at it. I will see what I can do. More streams, more often. Oh, we got yellow over here fighting. We could go and put yellow really far behind. Huzzah! I do kind of like that idea, I must admit. Especially before they become Harappa. Yeah, I feel like I do want to kill yellow, because that's going to stop them from just being like first place every freaking time. That was a nice bit of influence. There's some more food, which will get us another person. And you just fought against... Excellent. You just fought against a mammoth. You wounded. Oh, you ran! No! That's right, I've got the high ground. One at a time. You've all moved. Alright. I think I'm going to just split you guys. Whoops. Ah, you had not moved. And you have in fact got a second person in, which we will send here. And they can in fact come down here. It is mostly science that we're after. That was a little bit closer than I would have liked. That's science. Oh, I do like me some science. Somebody's chosen Mycenaeans already, so somebody's gone up. We're at 4 out of 10. World of Flame. We want to get the extra hunting party. That was still not the legacy choice, unfortunately. This will pick up that spot, which is fine. Right, battle is joined. You're going to force me to come down to you, aren't you? But that's okay. Because you know what I can do. I can run over there with you. I can run over here with you. Oh, you got rid of the choke point. You fools! Ow. Oh, nuts. They... Oh, no, they are just scouts. So they have gone ahead of us. So it's nomads versus scouts, but we have you pinned! And I have a reinforcement here as well. Quite kill him. Yellow still became Mycenae first. Why is yellow always so strong? At least they didn't choose Harappa this time. But we are at turn 10, so we need to start thinking quite seriously about where we want to start. Unfortunately, we didn't get the science, so we haven't got our legacy, which is kind of annoying. Our population's still somewhat low. You know what? No, I'm going to spend a bit longer doing our thing. There's my senior. That's a sanctuary. Somewhere. Oh, can't move there this turn. You can continue going north. Now, we definitely don't need 2 of you going north. Maybe we do. Because that's the extra science, which I would very much like to have. That's copper. That's obsidian. Having 2 sources of obsidian would be freaking phenomenal. Be really good. Yeah, we should probably start a settlement going. Put one here. We'd have 2 resources next to it. It's a really difficult place to attack from the south. You know what? Let's have our people moving down here with that intention. Because the thing is, I've done the game where we build here, so this will be something marginally different. We haven't gone south before. Alright, we're going to claim this, which is going to be uber industrial. And then you are going to claim this. Then we're going to merge together and take down the mammoth. You, quite honestly, may as well go that direction. Aha! 3 sciences. That's what I'm after. So not this turn, but next turn we'll be able to science up. You can go straight across. Take a look around Mycenae, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, and you can actually burn that, which will get you another person next turn. Right, science time! There's 4 sciences up here. There we go. Alright, Tribe's Legacy. Now last time we went Makers. I'm going to continue as Makers. We get the city set up next turn. No! Oh, for Pete's sake. Can you still reach? You can still reach. Good. Because I think I want 3 of you to do this. And then you attack him. Confirm. Deploy. Okay, that mammoth is kind of tough. There we go. 20 food and 20 influence. Okay, didn't realise we got that much from them. That's pretty nice. You, honestly, may as well join the city. And we'll continue pushing south with these guys, I guess. And we'll probably want to capture this as quickly as possible. If we can get this as well, that would be amazing. That would be 3 sources of marble. And you can get me some more science. Oh. Things popping up all over the place. Yeah, and this turn I think we do want to pick our nation so that we can grab it next turn. So, Nubia has already gone. Mycenae have gone. Hittites have gone. Harappans have gone. Babylonians have gone. So it is 4 choices left. No, 5 choices. Assyria, Egypt, Olmecs, Phoenicians, and Zhou. This time around, we are not... in a very good spot when it comes to mountains. We have a mountain. These are not mountains. Oh no, we have 2 mountains, actually. Okay, it's not impossible. There's mountains here, although fairly spread out. And then 2 here, but again, kind of too spread out for the things that we want. So Zhu is not impossible. Assyria, I just don't like Assyria very much. They're not my style. Egypt would be a really strong choice, because this is all... There's a lot of industry here, there's a lot of industry here, and there's a bucket load of industry up here. So Egypt would be a really strong choice for this location. Olmec is influence and food production, especially the influence. And we're in an open area. Like, yellow is here, brown's going to be up here. That leaves all of this open. And now that I'm protecting this choke point, green is not going to come up here, and then purple's like here. But all of this is still open. And then we got the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians are still probably my top choice, because I still want to do an economic game. I keep on saying, like, I want to do an economic game, and then people voted for Zhu. But I grant you, some of the other choices here might be better. But I would like to point out that we are currently on a bit of a peninsula. Possibly. Or at least we're on a thin strip of land with water on both sides. This is a lake, so we have a giant lake on one side and we have a giant coast on the other. Just saying, boat people might be good. And on that note, I'm going to set up a poll. Which, question mark, so we've got Assyrians. I'm not going to put Assyrians, like I said, they're not my favourite. Egyptians, which we know are ludicrously strong. Olmecs, which I don't think I've ever actually played as. Phoenicia, which is probably one of my favourite early starts, and also boats, and also financial. And then Zhu, because there are a couple of mountains around. Definitely not the same power as the previous Zhu location. Like, that previous Zhu location was juicy. If we could have swapped AI location with that spot, it would have been amazing. Unfortunately, we aren't. So those are going to be the 4 choices. Have I done Egypt before? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, so here go the votes. Egyptians, Olmecs, Phoenicians, and Zhu. Boats are a waste of resources. You need to make your cities fast. Not necessarily. They have access to the haven, which is one of the strongest... Well, any port building is super strong because of the way that harbours work. You can get a naval structure of each era in your each city. So if you're Phoenicia, you can get the haven. If you're Carthage, you can get the Kothon. If you're the Norse, you can get the Naust. And that allows you to use your coastline without having population to actually work the land. It's very strong. Anyway, here are the votes. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Who should we play as? Egypt, with their ludicrous industry. And it really is ludicrous, especially where we are. But last time we did Egypt, we were like 2 provinces north. We've kind of done that in this area. Olmecs, which I have not played as before. They would be new to us. They are also high influence, which would allow us to play very, very expansionist. In this region, we've got the Phoenicians, who will be super, super money heavy. They will allow us to build havens, which will be lots of cash. They'll allow us to do the Byreme, which will be early exploration. And they'll allow us to get the buyout cost reduction for the rest of the game. Or the Zhu, which will be super science and super stability. So the Zhu would allow us to build tall. So get your votes in. Vote for the boats. Vote for the boat. Vote, 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 vote. Vote for the vote. Get your votes in. Which one are we going to go for? Wait, does this actually show... Oh, this actually shows what each of those are. I want to see that. Didn't realise it wasn't just a question mark. Love the Jew. Question though, don't you always start in the same position on this map? Yes, unfortunately. That's kind of what we were trying to do last time, is we spent ages trying to get over to the other continent, well, the other side of the continent, which is usually impossible to get to. But it just takes too long. Would really have shaken the game up, because that region would have been great for the Jew. And we were playing as the Jew. We've just, like, 15 turns just getting there. Way too slow. Okay, so the votes are in, and Egypt. I actually kind of thought that Egypt might do a bit better, got 7%, but that was better than the Jew, who got 5%, meaning that this contest was really between the Olmecs and the Phoenicians, and it was the Phoenicians who came out ahead with the 52% to the Olmec 36%, so we are going to be playing as the boat people. We voted for the boat. Do I have any thoughts on Egypt followed by Carthage? Egypt by Carthage I don't think is a great combination, because Egypt really sets you up for a high production playthrough, and you don't really need the purchasing cost reductions that Carthage gives you. As Egypt, you kind of want to double down on your production with Maya, or you want to start getting a population boost with Celts. Or any of the military powers. Okay, Phoenicia it is. Although, before we do that, I just wanted to point out one that I still have never ever played as, because it's just never available. Nubia. This is the other purchasing nation. Money on luxury resources, money on strategic resources, and also it's a combination of industry and purchasing. And you get money from Maker's Quarters. Ooh. Yeah, Nubia would be an interesting one. Nubia into Carthage, maybe. There are some interesting money construction hybrids, I will admit. But no, we're going Phoenicia. Can use the Egyptian industry to make markets. Yeah, that's true. Okay, you may as well continue exploring. At least until we find the borders of Marbazir. Well, we've seen the entirety of their state now, at least. I think I'm just going to continue running south, basically.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
Okay, and we immediately got an era star, and almost certainly a religion too. Alright, so, Phoenicia, we're going to upgrade this to the city. Boop. And there's the religion. So, what did we do with... We went shamanism, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I'm just going to, like, do the same start as you. And then that means that this was going to be Beardism. And there we go. So, Byblos. What do we want Byblos to be building for us? Well, the obvious issue is food. Which is going to be a big obvious issue here. Can I get fishing anytime soon? I think I want to kind of rush fishing. Let's get carpentry. Even though carpentry does absolutely nothing for us. But I have a feeling that our food production is going to be from fishing here. So that is going to be important. Well, in the meantime, we may as well build Maker's Quarters. Yeah, let's get a Maker's Quarter going here. Cool. And you know what? I'll queue up a second one for that spot as well. Now, I'm not actually sure that I can add any people to this city yet. Why don't we make the food for it? Each person makes 6 food. No, we can put 1 person in. Who's the most injured? You are. And there we go. Although that has actually slowed down the population growth. Oh, we actually have dry grass down here. So cancel the maker's quarters, because I want to try and get food production going. So how about we go maker's quarters, get that built, and then we can start getting food stuff down here. Because we do have some low grounds. We do have dry grass areas. We're just not built very close to it yet. Rush south for a second city? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We want to continue exploring south as far as we can before we get cut off down here. Oh, that's a hell of a river. Hello! And then, quite frankly, I'm just going to send you out there so I can see what's what. That's gold! And that's 3 river springs. So what I'm kind of seeing here is if I establish a city centre like here, I can get food all along the river, and then production from back here, although frankly this is just where the food will come from, and then Byblos would be where the production comes from, and we'd make them part of the same city. And then slowly work back that way and slowly work down this way. Am I going for a tool run? No, not necessarily. Alright, you can continue along the river insofar as you can. You basically need to get out of here before they go and hunt you down and kill you. Which they, I'm pretty sure, would really like to do. Alright, so next turn we will need to decide where we want to settle. We probably also want to get an outpost up here, just because this is such a nice location. And quite frankly, this guy would be well positioned to do that. So let's start you moving down this way again. Because I would really like to grab this obsidian while I can, because obsidian is just so good. In fact, having double obsidian as Egypt would be just ridiculous. Especially with as much marble kicking around. In fact, marble would do the same. This much marble and this much obsidian is just asking for an industrial power. Like, this starting place is just like classic Egypt. What do I want to do with you? Now you are runners. We don't necessarily want to go hunting. Although hunting does give us military fame points. So, yeah, we probably do want to be hunting. There's Brown. We have a civics point now as well. Just wanted to stand at the edge of the water so I could take a look around. Obvious islands are obvious.